Hi everyone, welcome back to my DIY Home with Liz. In today's video, we're doing 3 Dollar Tree DIYs. I was going through Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago and I found this really cute flip sign, and when I spotted it, I had a really good idea for a perfect DIY project for this sign. So I thought it'd be cute to make a little kitchen sign. I'm always kind of kidding with my kids, telling them kitchen's closed, and so I thought this would be a cute kitchen sign. So to make this sign, I'm going to trim off the top handle to this sign. I'm holding onto it because I will be putting it back on at the end. Next, I'm going to use some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and this is going to go around the outside of my sign. So I'm gonna flip my sign over to the back, trace around the sign, and then I'm gonna also trace around the little window inside, and then I'll cut out the outside and cut out the window. And then I'll just check and make sure that it fits on my sign. Next, I'm going to use the little rectangle that I cut out on the scrapbook paper on a piece of blue paper, and this is going to be what I put on either side of my sign that's going to rotate. And so I'll just trace around the blue paper, cutting it a little bit smaller, and then I'll just put it on the paper, and if it needs to be trimmed a little bit, I'll just trim either side. And then I will make a duplicate of that sign so I have one for both sides. Next, I'm just going to come in with my hot glue gun and glue the big piece of paper on the front, as well as the blue paper on either side of the flip sign. Next, I used my Cricut and some black contact paper, and I cut out the words Farmhouse Kitchen, and then I also cut out open and close, and I'm just going to weed that sign out. From there, I'm going to put the letters on my sign. So I'm going to put Farmhouse Kitchen at the top of my sign. To dress it up a little bit, I'm just going to add this leaf sticker that comes on one of those Dollar Tree stencil sticker signs that they have out. And then I'll put the opened and closed signs on the part that flips. To finish off the sign, I'm just going to add the same burlap ribbon to the top of my sign, poking out those holes, making sure that the string will fit through, and I'll just tie it in the back and I can use that to hang it up. I decided once I got it done, I wanted it to be distressed a little bit, so I'm using a black Sharpie and just distressing along the edges just to give it a more worn look. And here is our end result, a cute little farmhouse sign for your kitchen. With spring and summer on its way, I love having terracotta pots sitting out. So I picked up 3 of the larger pots from Dollar Tree, and I decided that I wanted these to be a little bit more festive. So I'm going to be using some blue paint, and I decided I was just going to use my foam brush and dry brush the blue paint on here. I love painting like this because I just will see how it looks, add colors as I go. So once I was done with the blue, I decided that I wanted to add a bit of gray. So I'm adding some gray, and the paints that I use are just the inexpensive paints that you can pick up from Walmart. Once I was done with the gray, I decided I wanted a little bit more blue. So I'm just adding blue until it looks the way that I think it looks nice. That's the fun part about DIYs, is you can just add and create as you go. Next, I decided to add some burlap ribbon. So I'm just going to take it and wrap it around 3 times, and then I will tie it in place at the top and trim off the ends. I used a little bit of hot glue to help hold it in place as well. I decided for my pots I was going to add some succulents from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to put the succulents in the 3 pots. And then this is how my project looks all finished. If you guys are liking these Dollar Tree DIYs, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post 3 to 4 DIYs each week. Okay, you guys, I have another project for you dealing with those Dollar Tree signs that everyone has trouble figuring out what to do with them. So I picked up 3 signs that I thought looked good and coordinated well together. And I'm just going to remove the glass and the contents from the picture frame. Then I'm gonna do 2 coats of black paint on those 3 frames. And next, I picked up 3 11 by 14 frames at Dollar Tree. And what I'm gonna do with these is I'm going to remove the contents from the back. I'm also going to pull out those, I don't know what they're called, those back pieces that hold all the picture contents in place. I'm just gonna pull those out. These can be removed easily with a pair of scissors. They're not in there that much. And then from there, I want to keep the glass in these frames. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and I'm gonna do this rather quickly. I'm gonna do a bead of glue all the way around the picture frame. And by doing it quickly, it will give you a nice thin bead, because if your bead's too thick, it's going to squirt out the side and you don't want that. So put your thin bead of hot glue on your frame and then place the glass on top. And then I'm gonna go in and do another thin bead of hot glue on the top of the glass, and then let that dry, and do that with the other 2 frames. From there, I'm going to put the contents back into my canvas frame, and I'm gonna add the glass back in. And then I'm going to take those canvas frames, position them on the 11 by 14 frames, and I'm gonna hot glue them in the center so it kind of has that clear glass shadow frame effect. Then I'll just repeat that step with the other 2 frames. So it gives you an 8 by 10 frame is now a nice 11 by 14 frame. And if you put it in a grouping of 3, it's a nice wall display. Okay, you guys, let me know in the comments below what your favorite project from today was. I think mine was the flower pots, but let me know yours. I love knowing your opinion. And if you haven't seen our latest Dollar Tree DIY, I'm gonna link it right here so you can watch that video next. And I'll talk to you guys in our next one. Bye.